I have been a bit under the weather the last week. Looks like it rained last night, or maybe it was just, it's humid. Looks like maybe it's just humid. The dog barked a lot last night. There were some stray dogs running around. That was what he was barking at. They were on the other side of the creek, so didn't worry too much. They're on the like high bank, so it would have taken a lot for them to get down. But I guess he's back in here. Is that right, Tinkerbell? So since I was sick, she trampled me, didn't you? It's a story. I'll tell you this afternoon, but let's get everybody fed this morning before I can go to work. Tinkerbell. Wild child. You guys having this weird respiratory virus go around? Not COVID, something else? I think everybody in my life has had it. Got tested for COVID like multiple times last week. Not have that, did not have the flu. Just apparently a nasty sinus infection. So I have been dealing with that since like Tuesday of last week. And it is now Tuesday of this week. So I was off work Thursday and Friday. And then we had some friends in over the weekend. So it's just been a little crazy. Good morning, guys. So sorry, I've been coughing apparently for a week or so. Now Jeremy has it. He just kind of got sick with it Sunday. Every kid that I have seen in the last 2 weeks has been snotty, and then lots of my friends have been sick. All in the same boat, going and getting tested repeatedly to make sure that, you know, we shouldn't be staying home. Didn't run fever, but definitely been under the weather. I let out yesterday because there just wasn't a ton to eat in that pen, and since the girls had kind of pushed themselves out, I just kind of gave up. They have been in there for 2 weeks, and Daisy just all but ran over me. No breakfast this morning. She literally shoved me completely out of the way to get out. She and Zelda. So I let them out yesterday evening. We are, yes ma'am, ready for hay season for sure. But the truck is still broken. They tried to replace the tank this weekend and then broke the fuel pump in the process. It's been kind of a wild ride. So they've got to work on it some more. Next week is Thanksgiving break, so hopefully get that done. If not, I have to borrow a truck and get some little square bales for now. But we'll see you guys when I get back from work. I hate getting home and it's like almost already dark. I thought I would kind of update you guys on what our routine looks like now that daylight saving has like ended and it's dark at 5:30. Duke, have you been working hard? This poor guy. There have been cows out, deer, random people, random dogs. It's working hard, man. Working all the time. Because there's less daylight, what my routine looks like now and what we're gonna start doing for them going forward, because it's dark at 5:30, so they're not spending as much time outside, so their like time to eat is a lot shorter, obviously, now that it's mid-November. I believe everybody is bred, which is great, other than probably Daisy, I may try to put her back in this weekend. I did let the boys out. There's just not a lot, and I need to get hay this weekend. There are a lot of things that hopefully over this next weekend I'll get to take care of. This is what kind of our routine looks like because I'm working. I don't get off until after 3 o'clock, so I don't usually get home till closer to 4. You know, sometimes 3:15, but sometimes 4 o'clock. So I have about an hour and a half of daylight. It's so windy, I'm so sorry, before it's completely dark. And so they're not getting out super early. So even though it's, oh, are you stuck? You know, it's light outside at 6:30-ish, probably after 7 o'clock. There's still plenty of grass out here to eat. We've gotten a lot of growth right before we had a cold snap a few weeks ago. And I did want to show you guys, we're gonna move the nets probably this week, next weekend. I'm still recovering from being sick. I feel like trash still. Jeremy's sick, so probably not gonna get out here this week and get this done. But, come on babes. Are you happy? She's like, I'm the happiest goat. Now that I'm not with those stinky boys. Cried the entire time. And when I say ran me over, like literally knocked me to the ground to get out of that pen. So the likelihood of me getting her back in is not good. But I wanted to show you guys this grass out here. It's kind of been saving this. There's plenty of stuff to eat out here. So what we'll do is pull up this side of the fence at halfway, stretch it out, and then just come back to the fence and just make it like one long narrow spot. Get them out here, and then we'll kind of shift it over to get as much over there as we can. We won't take them to the edge. I don't want them to get adventurous and go for a swim in the creek, and I also don't want to open it up to stray dog, coyote, something to come up from the creek and be in the pen with them. Not the idea. There are definitely some bare spots in this pasture, but we have all of that to utilize and all of this. So we're still kind of pushing out hay a little bit longer, but because it's dark at 5:30, and so normally they would be out from 5:30 till, you know, 8 o'clock eating. We've reduced their time out to eat for about 3 hours. They're all growing little babies, hopefully. What we will do is start giving them hay at night, like overnight. So I'll move their feeders back in, and we'll have squares, pellets. We'll add pellets back into their diet, their alfalfa pellets, and hay at night so that they can continue to eat for 3 or 4 hours instead of just going to bed. There is tons of grass right here though. Like this little section, there's plenty to eat. They're plenty full. It's just when it's dark, they're not gonna come out here and eat. So even though we have great grass still, gonna have to supplement hay inside where they will eat. And I still have a couple of bales left over at the other farm that we're gonna grab and bring over here. I kind of do a spot check when I come home, and I just like look out here and make sure everybody's here. Nobody's, you know, fell over dead or anything. Make sure I see all the bucks and the 2 pigs, and then I come out at 5:30 and put them to bed and feed them. But everybody seems to be doing really well. Did you run mom over? Did you? Say, possibly. Possibly ran mom over. You mostly know. But I was the first goat, so I'm the favorite. Is that the truth? Probably. What are you guys doing? Just munch, munch, munch. You just munch, 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 mom. Eating, baby. Are you happy? Are you happy to be back with your friends? Okay, it's literally like an hour later. It's like 5 o'clock. Jeremy came home because he's not feeling well, so I had to come back in and fix him some dinner and get him kind of settled. So we're gonna feed everybody dinner. Now that the humans have had dinner, I've got to stack up some trash for my folks to take to the dumpster tomorrow. Well, hello! Are we ready for dinner? Where are the rest of the crew? I think it feels really good, so they're not wanting to come in, but we'll get them fed, and I've got to get the fuel pump and put inside because it's gonna rain all before it gets dark in like 20 minutes. Well, that was funny. Half of them were in here, half of them were, they got to going when they saw me though. Let's go feed piggies and goaties. Something that I do to kind of look at nutrition with them this time of year is just keeping an eye on their mineral intake. Hey Bubba, have you been working hard? I've been working hard, Mom. The point where the grass will run out of enough like nutrients for them. So do pay attention. And I filled up mineral yesterday, and I kind of expected it had been a couple of days. We had company over the weekend and we both were sick, so I wasn't like as on top of it as I might have been. And they didn't devour the mineral. Hello. Oh, gosh. Get down. I have not missed you not being in here. No, Luke! Luke! Now my pants stink. Let's go, come on. Buddies, let's have dinner. Oh, they're all out. I'll have to get Tinkerbell. It's okay, pigs. It's okay, pigs. Toonie. There you go. This was not what I wanted to do. Let's go see if we can get them in. Trying to hold too many things. And they do not care 2 cents about this dog. Come on, boys. Let's have dinner. Tinkerbell. Okay, let's see if we can get Tink down here. Come here, girl. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on, let's go have dinner. Come on, let's go have dinner. They're not coming. They don't care anything about dinner. Ugh, one goat debated after seeing Danelle at Weedham and Reap having her 2 goats spayed. I have very much considered it. Come on, let's have dinner. Come on. Come on, buddy. The problem is the pigs are gonna eat their dinner. Come on, Woffs. Come on, let's have dinner, bud. Let's have dinner. Come on. Okay, well, we'll just leave it in there, and hopefully as I walk back in the barn, maybe they'll come back out here and then I can get them in for the night. I'm ready to go to hay for them and not deal with this. You're foaming at the mouth. Buddies. This is a problem. Yeah, it's a problem. Come on. We're going in. Going to bed. Girls are going to bed. It's wild animals. Look at these wild animals. You guys are crazy. I may just have to go get her. My goodness. Easy, can you leave the camera a little bit? Okay, so I'm gonna lock her up for a minute, see if I can get them in. Tierney, you just having double dinner? She's like, Mom, those boys are crazy. She was in heat maybe a week or 2 ago. I didn't film that day, but definitely that guy was interested. No updates on that situation. When I tell you that I'm ready for breeding season to be over, I cannot stress that enough. Gotta move this pump in line. You guys want to see a fuel pump? Here's the whole rest of Jeremy's truck. Here's his tank. Oh, it smells like gasoline. So that is where the hole was. That's how he plugged it to get back home. And this is his fuel pump. That I need to go carry back inside. Just makes everything harder this time of year. The sun going down, limited on what we can get done. And so this is a really typical, I'm coming evening for me during the week. I find it's more frustrating when things don't work the way they're supposed to, is because you just don't have any daylight. Now when it's dark, Luke finally found the food. They'll probably go up. You can hear this is the reason why they're not going up, is because she's just in raging heat. So it's a little bit harder, just limited daylight with working. It was like I get about 30 minutes in the morning before I go to work, and then I get maybe 2 hours when I come home, but I can't be outside that entire time from 4 to 5:30. This is what we do. Just try to be as efficient as possible. And this is the darkest time of the year, and it doesn't last a crazy long time. In December, our days will start getting longer. Look at this. A little fart. Tinkerbell. This is why I pin them up at night. Ugh, this is miserable. Oh well. Hopefully they'll settle down. I'll come back out. I'll watch them from inside and hopefully pin them up eventually. But I gotta get all the garbage put up before it's completely dark. Goats.